Welcome to the pitching editing video. We're gonna go straight into this so we waste no time. So make sure you open up CapCut and you start a new project. When you go into it, you should see this right here, and we're gonna click import. Once we get into import, you then wanna select all the files that you need, which in this case is going to be our pitching videos. Front and back video. We're gonna keep this completely simple, easy to do and everything. But before we get into this, we wanna make sure that we have these things done. So on the right side, you wanna have all of these turned on, which is gonna be your track magnet, your snapping, linkage, and your preview. All these are gonna help you during the editing process. As for some context, I'm gonna use select and split, just these two things, which are gonna be A and B on my keyboard. Those are really important things to know. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard, and those are gonna be where you move frame by frame if you need to cut things a little more, close together. As for everything else, this is where you have all the information of the videos, your audio, text, stickers, effects, transitions, all this stuff. We're mainly gonna be focusing on the media, audio, and text portion of things. We have the player and preview, and then this will populate with more information. So let's get into it. And if you have the plug and play with you as well, you can follow along or ask us any questions in the comment or the community while you're doing it. So let's throw the first video, which is gonna be our pitchers video from the back to showcase the actual arm action and everything in between. So let's do that right now. Great. And I'm gonna just edit this, and then I'll throw the hook in at the beginning, which is gonna be the radar piece of this. So let's throw this in right here. Starts the motion. Great. So I press B and then A to select and then delete. So then we can start it up. Go there. Which one is this? All right. So I'm gonna use this as our hook for the moment. We're gonna go press B, then A, and then I'm gonna press B again. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press A, but select this video and drag it all the way to the front. So now the video will start with this, showcasing the radar, showcasing our top, our top velo in order to grab the coach's attention. All right. After every single pitch that he does, or in this case that you do, we're gonna cut out the actual throwing back motion. So with everything said and done, we can find when he starts his motion again. So that'll be right there. Then we're gonna press A, delete, bring it back over, B, gets on the mound, it's ready to start the motion again. Then we're gonna press B, A, delete. So then it'll start to look something like this. Throws pitch, next one coming out. I'm just gonna take this whole section out because we have the information that the coach would need for all of this. You do want to throw in your curveball, any of the other secondary pitches. In this case, we just worked with the fastball for our pitcher here, since his fastball is the most dominant, and we don't really want to showcase any of the other pitches that aren't as really good in that sense, but maybe if you have a pitch that's okay, or even phenomenal in this case, if you do have that, definitely throw those into the video, because then the coach is going to want to see those, and you definitely want to show those off. So once we go from there, we can throw in his off speeds. So let's grab these right here, bring those in. And then we're going to cut this with B. And then we're going to show him making a hand movement with everything. Showing slider. And if it's a mistake, you don't have to worry. We're just, showcasing your talents. Then we're going to go into the windup. And then do it again. So a lot of this is very repetitive. It's pretty self-explanatory with what we have going on. You're just editing things together, making it a lot smoother than it normally would be. And that should be good for the back shot. So as you can see, we're at that 50-second mark, which is a really good point to be in, because we're only working with 2 clips at this point. So we're gonna drag in the side shot. If you have any in-game videos at this point, you can throw them in here. However, we're gonna recommend to keep that at the end of the video to kind of keep it moving, to showcase what the coach needs. As for the side profile shot, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Start the motion. We're gonna B, A, delete, and just continue down this same exact repetition of things every single time. So once we finish the follow through, good. We're gonna split it, then we're gonna keep moving on. Same thing here. Gets ready. We're gonna keyframe it right before. B, A, delete. Great. And then B, showcase then we're gonna show the actual slide step of things in the stretch. And we want to get this as clean as possible, and you can see that I'm taking my time with a lot of this, but also flying through it. And that is it. All good. So the next thing that we want to add in is our text, which is going to be great because CapCut actually has these text templates. So I really like using this text template because it looks really cool, in my opinion. So we're going to take this, shrink it down, throw it into the bottom left, and we're going to title this Wind Up. So once we have the wind up in there, showcase everything that we have going on, we're going to press Command C or Control C on Windows, and then we're gonna go to our stretch. Once we find the stretch, go over here, click on the stretch, and we're gonna throw stretch in. As you can see, stretch doesn't fit, so we're gonna head over to the line under there. As you can see with my cursor on the right side, we're gonna do expand, character, line, and that's gonna make it all nice and pretty for us. Then we're gonna go our side profile, showcase side profile, do that, see how that looks. Wonderful. Great. Once we have this finished, we can throw in our basic text, our default text templates. And we're gonna bring this over here with everything, line it up to the edge of where we're finishing. Throw all the information in here. So you wanna have your name, how much, or your height, and then how much you weigh. So we're gonna go 5'11", 185 pounds, and then we're gonna put a junior. And then what you can also do is copy and paste this exact same thing again, but stack them. And we actually recommend doing this, where then you can put all the information that other information they need. So your coach's information, your information, whether you want to throw any links or websites that they can find you at, you can put that in there. Your club team or your travel team, what other information you want to put in here, you can. The next thing that we want to do is, if you have a picture, put the picture on the side here. Put it on the left hand or the right hand side, depending on which side you want to have the text on, and put it in there. Showcase your talents that way. The next thing we want to do is take the top one, and we're going to copy this and drag it over to the left hand side. So at the start, and we're going to put this in the top right corner and do this. Now the next thing that we want to do under here is put fastball about 92, curveball 83, and then slider would be about 85, right? Just whatever your numbers are, put them there, and then you can take it, put it down into there. And you know what? I'm actually gonna do this as well. I'm gonna delete the top one and throw it all the way at the end, bring this back over and blow it up. Now, as you can see, this is the most simple video that you can do. And we've been filming this for about 10 minutes now. And it's so simple, very clean, elegant. You don't have to show all this stuff. A coach just needs to look at you. They need to see what you have going on. But to add a little bit more of a flair to it, you can throw in some music, whether you want to do lo-fi, hip hop, whatever it is, it has to be instrumental. So throw in an instrumental in there to make things a lot better. However, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come into here, and where the audio, where the audio is in the top right, I'm going to decrease all the audio up until the point of where he catches the ball. Boom, catches the ball. So we want to hear the actual snap of the glove, because that's going to allow the coach to get a little bit more information about, how hard is this kid actually throwing. So go through and select everything here, which will be super easy to do. And let's see how it sounds now. A lot better right there. So you don't get the background noise of everything, and you don't get anything else that's distracting. So if we want to throw a lo-fi song in there, we can. However, make sure that the lo-fi song is on a really low volume so that you can barely hear it. Okay? Or any music in this case, you want to make sure that it's really low so that people aren't, the coach isn't like distracted by it, or he's also like, this song sucks. Like, you don't want to have that associated with you. So, but there's no need to have like blaring music in this case. But if you have any other questions or concerns about the recruiting video as a pitcher, then go let me know in the community on the right-hand side of this video, and check out the plug and play with the checklist of editing, everything you need to know in the show notes of this video. So thank you guys so much. If you have any other questions, let me know. Also, to export this video, you're gonna go to the top right, click on to export, and just change the title name, change the location that you're saving it to, and then put in all of this information right here. And I do want to mention that there is transition. So if you do want to throw a transition in, you can. However, it's not the craziest thing. I like the mixed transition, especially for these, because it just fades in really nice with this stagnant shot. You can do that, pull in or black fade. I wouldn't mess around with these like glitchy ones. They're just too crazy, but you can definitely throw something in right at the beginning just to have something there. So that's about it for this video, guys.